Hey there, you are listening to What the FFF, a show inspired by the FabFitFun community. We are sitting down with experts from our team, co-founders, and other fun guests to talk about all things beauty, fashion, fitness, home, and wellness. I'm Angela. I'm the head of talent acquisition here at FabFitFun, and today we have two special guests. Two of the co-founders of Funboy. You might recognize them from their Instagrammable pool floats, but to us, they're one of the iconic brands from our summer 2024 box. Reminder, if you want to get a closer look into the products that we're talking about, head to our YouTube channel. And if you're not a member yet, don't worry, I'll have a special code for you at the end of the episode. Let's get to it. Hi, everyone. Welcome to What the FFF. I'm your host, Angela. I am the head of talent acquisition here at FabFitFun. I'm joined with two really exciting guests, Raquel Barrett and Celeste Barrett, who are two co-founders of Funboy. We also have Andrew here joining in with some hot takes as well. Hey, Andrew.
Once in a while. Only when they're good.
Hi, guys. Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we're stoked to be here.
Yay. All right. So FabFitFun and Funboy, we have a couple of things in common. Both companies have, fun in them, but also both companies have a family component in their founding stories. Tell us more about that are you guys related? I had a similar last name.
Yes, we are all Barretts. We started the company, so two brothers and their wives. We are the wives.
So we're sister-in-laws.
Yes. We were on a family vacation in the Caribbean. It was New Year's Eve. We bought a cheap pool float to celebrate. We're drinking some rosé. The pool float instantly broke. And we thought, why not start a pool float brand and something that stands for what we love: fun, water, fashion, design. And we came back from that trip, and Max, Celeste's husband, and I quit our jobs and launched Funboy. The year is 2015.
Okay.
And shortly thereafter, Celeste and my husband Blake also quit their jobs, and here we are almost 10 years later.
Crazy.
Living that Funboy life.
What were you guys doing before Funboy? Has it impacted in a way of you're successful now, in your day-to-day?
Yeah, definitely. I would say we each had very different strengths and backgrounds, which is what's unique, I think, about Funboy in general, is that we all brought something totally different to the table. I have a background in design, so I was actually working in interior design, getting a master's in interior design, and then came over to Funboy and really now handle everything creative there, which makes sense naturally.
Of course.
And yeah, Raquel has more of a marketing background, and I can let you speak to that. But
yeah, I was doing marketing for a startup. Max was in sourcing. My husband was at Microsoft. So varied backgrounds. We all came together, bringing our expertise. And for almost until just about 2 years ago, it was just the four of us.
Wow.
Running Funboy. We make a
tiny but mighty.
But mighty. Everyone always expects us to be this huge company, but we're quite a small team.
Wow. And I feel like when people talk about working together, there's hesitation separately of should you work with a spouse or should you work with a family? And you guys are doing a little bit of both. Was there any hesitations from you guys when you were mixing business and work?
I feel like we had a unique situation in that Raquel and my husband Max were actually working together at the same startup prior to Funboy. So they already tested those waters. And they did great. And then, I don't know, I feel like we do it well. My husband and I are just best friends outside of being business partners, which is unique and great. And then Max and his brother Blake, Raquel's husband, have a super special bond. Their family is just incredibly close, and it works. We do live in different states, which maybe that's for the better.
Distance.
But we see each other all the time.
Yeah.
I also think we never hesitated. There was never really a choice. There was this brand, there was this idea, and we were kind of let's just do it. Mm-hmm. And, now 10 years later, it's easy to reflect where and how we could have done different. But I think what's so interesting is that it's really fun to experiences the really great parts about your company, and then, you know, when you're having issues and problems, troubleshoot them together. Now we have kids products, and so our kids are actually now in some of the photo shoots.
How fun.
So excited about the company. I overheard my 7-year-old son telling his classmates that he is a Funboy model.
Is it hard to set boundaries of like when maybe you guys are actually on vacation or at home at the dinner table or before going to bed? Is it like, okay, this is just like life talk, or now we can talk about work, or is there just no
I would
boundaries?
say we set boundaries, but like thankfully what we do for work is very fun. No pun intended. So I feel like
I think
on
there should be a
family
counter
trips.
on this episode where we just count the number of times fun comes into the conversation.
I think we should drink
All right,
every
let's go
time
for
you
it.
say.
Okay, here we go. At least it's water. So
Yeah, I mean, so if we're going on a family trip, naturally our products are the most fun ever. So we always do have to throw in a little photo shoot, but we enjoy interacting with our products more than anything.
Yeah.
So I think from that standpoint, it's never like, ooh, let's turn off the business side. I think in terms of talking about it, we also just enjoy letting loose and turning off. So I feel like that's not really a problem. We're all like, okay, we're going out to dinner now. Like, let's just have pure fun. So I think we just naturally have a good balance without ever having to like establish firm boundaries, I would say.
I think that's great. And like we've been talking about fun, and fun is something that's in both of our names.
Yes.
What does fun look like to both of you guys these days when you're not working?
I think fun is, I mean, what we try to paint for our customers and the products we create, it's on the water, at the beach, in the pool, on a boat, lying, enjoying, leisuring with our friends, families, kiddos, and, you know, sharing these amazing experiences that with our kids that our products really provide. I mean, that is fun. And that's why we started Funboy originally.
I think that's amazing. And it's like that Lady Gaga meme, like bus, club, but it's like boat, pool, beach, sand, like so
Yeah,
fun.
we're checking all the boxes. Yeah. And I think just adding on to what Raquel was saying, like since starting Funboy, we do now have a line of kids sleepover beds. So I feel like as we've grown up and even our customers have grown up, like we now have pool floats for kids, not only so our kids can join in the fun, but also our customers' kids can too. And then having kids air beds is just taking the fun to all aspects of your life. So if you're going on a trip, bring the kids air beds. Now we do that when we travel with our kids, because we do just try to bring our family, our kids into the fold as much as possible too now, which is great.
And I think that's great of like as a company, almost like 10 years, and similar with FabFitFun. Last year we celebrated our 10-year anniversary. It's like you said, it's growing like with your members and to elevate and evolve. And that's what makes it special and authentic. And I'm curious too, you know, couples, family business. Do you guys have any entrepreneurs that are, you know, couples or family members that are inspirations to you that you look up to that have like good balance? Or
I think one of the families that we looked up to was the Missoni family. They, you know, established this fashion brand, but based on their lifestyle and what they embodied. And I think that was early on something that we kind of looked to, just the way, you know, food, their beach lifestyle. We actually, full circle moment, back in 2018, we said, let's do a collab with Missoni, and we DM'd Angela Missoni, and she responded, and
that all came from a DM?
It all came from a DM, and we did a collab with them. And so it was really a cool, you know, as I said, full circle moment where someone you admired, you then get to work with, was really cool.
And we were working with multi-generations within Missoni. I think that was super inspiring to us, working with like the entire family so closely and seeing that we were doing something similar, but obviously they were, you know, had been doing this for years and years and years and doing it so well. So
that's so inspirational. And it should be for you guys too. Shoot your shot. DM these people, like these brands.
Slide into their DMs. You never know what's going to happen.
Okay, so we've talked about fun a lot, and I'd be remiss.
We're at 37 now.
Okay, thank you for checking. I would be remiss if I didn't bring up what I think instantly iconic FabFitFun and Funboy April Fool's joke collab. Were you guys part of that collab? Like, tell me, how did it come about?
So we were a part of it. We're a part of everything since we're a tiny team.
Yeah.
So we were very much a part of it. I think it was the most hysterical April Fool's out there. I mean, I have a picture of my husband modeling the swimsuit, in our office that is forever going to be ingrained in my brain in the best way. But I think it was a huge, hilarious hit.
I guess for listeners who didn't see it, it was an inflatable bikini. And so, I mean,
you have to check out
first ever
Instagrams, and it looked really legit. I had some friends be like,
people
is this
were bummed
real?
that it's not real.
During the creation process, we're trying to figure out which pieces should be inflatable.
We got some really amazing pictures from our production team, showing the different iterations, as you can imagine. But it turned out amazing. I mean, people truly want us to come out with it. So stay tuned. Summer 2025.
Your exclusive
Exactly.
update. Was there any funny or noteworthy responses that you saw? Or that people connected with you?
Adweek noted the partnership. So
okay,
the April Fools. So cheers to both of our teams. That was awesome.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
I think the best was reading, always the comment section in any Instagram post is the best. So everyone's take on it, whether positive or, wait, what's going on? It really was a fun, surprising, but maybe almost realistic thing.
Yeah. I feel that this makes the best April Fool's joke.
Totally.
Did you guys fall for any yourselves this year?
I felt like I was too hyper aware of April Fools this year because of our collab that I was not falling for anything. But Raquel had
I was like,
do tell.
There was a post. So I live in Seattle, Washington. There was a post that Coachella was moving to Washington, and I was
fully
like,
bought in on
my
this.
gosh, you guys!
Have you guys heard?
Everyone was like, it's April Fool's. I was like, yeah.
Have you guys been to Coachella?
We have. We really started our brand at Coachella in 2015.
I would say we always say that Coachella kicks off our season in the best way. But yeah, we were born there in some ways.
Yeah.
I like to think. Yeah.
To give you the full story, Max and I had just quit our jobs. Mm-hmm. We had 4 samples to our names. We had reached out to a bunch of influencers, again, 2015. So this wasn't just what everyone did at the time.
No, we hadn't we had 0 inventory yet. We literally just had these samples.
We were have a meet the brand play day, and we would meet with influencers, show them have them take photos with the product. And because, as Celeste said, those were our only samples, we had to take the product with us. So it was kind of an awkward thing.
We get that.
You can take a picture, but then it's ours.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then I think the best was Rocky Barnes at the time. She was the biggest influencer we were meeting with. So we really wanted to make an entrance with our
Make a
pool float.
splash.
Exactly. So, we wanted to show up with them inflated. So we drove up in the car with our 4 samples. We borrowed in the desert. It's so hot.
Yeah.
Found a power outlet, some neighbor's house, blew up the pool float. So Celeste and I could walk in with it inflated.
Wow. See, these are the things that you don't get when you just see these really amazing pool floats. We all have to start somewhere.
So Coachella, always prepping right now for festival season. It's always fun to see how, various influencers, which pool floats they want, how it's part of their sort of festival experience.
Yeah.
Which it totally is. I mean, you don't go to Coachella and float in a pool without a Funboys.
Exactly.
You all know, obviously.
Both are very Instagrammable experiences. Was there ever anyone outside of specific influencer collabs that you saw organically post, or you're like, oh my God, we've made it?
Oh my God, totally. I feel like we are fortunate that we created a product that people are just, posting with. We created this prop, as we sometimes say, that's the perfect prop for Instagram moments, for pictures. And I think one of the biggest moments for us was when we just launched, and unbeknownst to us, Taylor Swift had bought our entire collection for her annual 4th of July party. And
Which
we were
is
actually
Swiftie. That's a big deal.
Big deal. So we were out on a boat
with
without service, actually, just having our own little 4th of July party. And all of our friends were like, have you guys seen what's going on? And we came back, and Taylor had posted a picture with all of our products, and it was huge for us. But I think since then, we just had this product that people want to pose on, share with their friends, and really use for the most fun moments in their lives. So I think we've been fortunate that we have this huge organic following from both celebrities and influencers that we are so grateful for.
The best.
Now, with the creative process, do you guys ever crowdsource any of your ideas?
We have a handful of times with our email subscribers, but it's definitely something I think we should tap into more.
What does the world want from Funboy? Let us know.
Yeah.
Great question. Cactus inflatables.
Cactuses, all right.
There you go.
Without the pokies.
What was the original design inspiration? Was there certain colors, themes?
Yeah, I feel like when we first launched, like more novelty was just in. So we definitely had more kitschy shapes, everything from like the iconic swan to flamingos to unicorns. And I think as the brand has evolved, just people have as well. And I think now we're known for coming out with more comfortable, but also like sexy, more leaning into furniture design that are like aesthetically pleasing. Just floats that you want to have out that aren't like, okay, this was cute, but like now the pink party's over. And like, you know, it's more like, let's keep it more functional, elevated. We actually just launched a new line. We're calling them our Leisure Island collection, but they're the same material as stand-up paddleboards. So they're super durable. You could basically like run a car over them. They're that durable. They're totally different than actual pool floats that we're super excited about because I just feel like it definitely is like the next generation of floats. So yeah, basically since we've launched, we just continue to innovate, which I think is what makes us unique, and constantly testing new shapes, new materials, new everything.
Every season, a new season of fun comes out.
New season of fun. And I would have to say we're pretty lucky here at FabFitFun that the product that we have in our summer box, it's a FabFitFun design exclusive.
It is.
It's so cute.
So how did you guys decide, like, okay, we're working with FabFitFun and that collaboration. What came to mind when you were thinking about what sort of design?
Yeah, I think we were inspired by like iconic summer vibes, but definitely with like a vintage flair. So we were thinking of like, what are iconic summer destinations, like South Beach, you know, even like different beaches in Europe. And we kind of melded all of those inspirations and came up with, you know, a fun summery color palette that definitely screams a little bit of a throwback, like some 80s vibes. With just like a fun wavy pattern that is also just speaks to the water and summer beach warmth, and we're happy with where we landed.
Yeah. And like, again, we're really lucky that not only do we have these design exclusives, but our members had the opportunity to choose 2 different products, Funboy products. We have the towel, we have the float, and even they can boost their box for something to look a little bit more exciting and luxurious and add one of the loungers as well.
One of our best-selling shapes. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Yes. So this was a really great collaboration with FabFitFun, and I know that you guys have done with Drake now that I know
Drake
as
related.
well, Drake related. But another one that comes to mind that I loved was the Barbie collection. What was that like? Or is there any like collaborations that would be like a wish list for you guys?
Great question. Barbie, we've been very fortunate. This is our 4th year doing Barbie. It was really fun.
Even before the Barbie movie.
Even before the Barbie movie. We did get to go to the Barbie movie premiere.
You did?
And meet Margot and Greta, and that was definitely career highlight.
Big moment.
Oh my gosh. That's so
they were both beyond. But it was so fun to just be part of this cultural movement when everyone was so excited about Barbie. We had this cute Barbie hat as well. So it was a really fun time. We have a very fun kids collaboration launching later in April. So stay tuned for that. We cannot mention it yet, but it is very fun as well. Other dream collabs?
Lots of dreams. I feel like since we've launched, we've really always done cool collaborations. Everyone from Gray Malin to, you know, Missoni, Aviator Nations. We partner with both artists and then different fashion brands too, which I think is fun and unique. So yeah, we'll continue to have different collaborations that are meaningful to the brand and keep everybody excited.
You know, it's always fun to do something that's unexpected as well, where you wouldn't necessarily be like, oh, those 2 brands come together.
it keeps it fun and fresh and brings in a whole different audience.
It really does.
Totally.
So we've talked about the Instagrammable pool floats, accessories. We even talked about like the kids, like the airbeds. Speaking with our senior buyer, Betsy, shout out to Betsy.
Hey, Betsy.
She mentioned some fun innovations in the winter holiday decor space. And maybe if you can give us, tell us more about that.
Yeah, we have an amazing new line of inflatable holiday decor that we launched this past holiday season. So you can use them both inside and outside your pool. So if you don't have a pool, they're perfect for your front step. They have LED lights so they can change different colors, but those were super successful for us. So we're definitely coming out with even more this coming holiday season. And then, airbeds too.
Airbeds. I think Celeste touched on it earlier. We have this line of kids airbeds. It really was born of, when you travel with kids a lot, bedtime is always a thing. And so how do you make bedtime more fun? Our airbeds take some of the Funboy iconic shapes like a castle or a bow, and just kind of give that magic, add that extra magic to the experience.
Yes, and I feel like they'd be fun for sleepovers.
Exactly, big for sleepovers.
Movie nights, all the things.
How many, do you guys both have kids?
I have 2 boys, 7 and 4.
Woo!
And I have 2 girls, 9 months and almost 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
That must be fun when you guys all get together.
It's the best, yeah.
It's very sweet.
Anything else that you think that our FabFitFun members would be interested to know about Funboy or like the products?
I think this year we have more products than ever under that $50 price point. So, we have a wide range of products. We have a day club. We have leisure islands that go all the way into the several $100s. And now we're coming out with lower cost items just so everyone can have a piece of the fun.
And who doesn't love that?
Exactly.
That's amazing. Well, thank you. This has been such a fun conversation.
Has it been fun? It's been really fun.
Thanks for having us.
What's our count?
Yeah, do you have our fun count?
We're already at 52. So
I thought I would have thought.
I mean,
100.
we'll need to double check the numbers and get it, but
Fact check.
Yeah.
Well, we couldn't be more grateful to have you guys here and just excited to introduce you all to our members, the brand, the products, and to get to know you guys better. Can you tell our listeners where they can follow you guys?
At Funboy on Instagram and funboy.com.
Yeah.
Funboy.com. Thank you guys so much. Make sure to follow Funboy. And if you haven't already, choose these amazing products in your summer box. And yeah, we will see you guys next time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you for tuning in. As I mentioned at the top of the show, I would have a code for you, and that is summertime. If you have any ideas or suggestions for future topics, connect with us. You can find us at FabFitFun on social. We will see you next time.